Hey everyone, welcome back. Grey's Anatomy Season 2 was a whirlwind of emotions, drama, and some of the most unbelievable moments in the show's history. This season had it all: shocking plot twists, jaw-dropping medical cases, and unforgettable moments that kept fans on the edge of their seats.
Meredith. Just leave me alone. I just want to make sure you're all right.
No, I'm not all right.
From romantic turmoil to life-threatening situations, Season 2 brought the heat in ways that changed the show forever. Let's take a look at the 8 craziest things that happened during this wild and emotional season. Starting off at number 8, we have George perform surgery in an elevator. One of the wildest moments in Grey's Anatomy Season 2 was when George performed surgery in an elevator. During a power outage, George found himself stuck in an elevator with Alex and a critically injured patient. After Alex froze and refused to take the scalpel, George stood up and took the surgical instrument himself.
What do I do?
Following Burke's instructions, he managed to save the patient who was a police officer and proved himself capable of being more than just the weak intern.
O'Malley,
Yes, sir?
you just flew solo.
Thank you, sir.
While Alex was left to lick his wounded pride. And at number 7, we have male hysterical pregnancy. A male patient came into the hospital genuinely believing he was pregnant, despite the obvious impossibility.
It's not hysterical. I am pregnant.
Even the hospital thought that the patient was legitimately crazy, as they tried to have him committed to the psychiatric wing. Luckily for the patient, Izzy and Christina stole him away due to his very large and very noticeable extended abdomen. It took the entire episode to figure out what was going on, but eventually, the baby was discovered to be a massive mass of hair and organs. He was operated on, the surgery was successful, and Meredith disposed off the mass. At number 6, we have Ellis Grey's Alzheimer's is revealed. In Grey's Anatomy Season 2, one of the most emotional moments is when Meredith finds out her mom, Ellis Grey, has Alzheimer's.
Pain and diarrhea, also suffers from Alzheimer's.
Patient's name. Yang, the patient's name.
What the hell are you doing here?
Haven't I told you? How many times have I told you not to bother me when I'm at work?
Ellis Grey.
Meredith's mother.
Ellis was a famous surgeon, so seeing her memory fade is heartbreaking for Meredith. It makes things even harder because they already had a tough relationship. And now Meredith has to deal with watching her mom lose everything she worked for. And at number 5, we have Burke gets shot. In Grey's Anatomy Season 2, Seattle Grace's head of cardiothoracic surgery was shot by a deranged man outside of the hospital.
It's the worst.
Burke being shot is especially intense because he's one of the best doctors. And suddenly, his life is at risk. To make things more dramatic, his injury happens while Denny, a patient, is waiting for a heart transplant, which puts even more pressure on the doctors. Burke's shooting creates a lot of tension and worry for everyone, especially Christina, who's in a relationship with him at the time. Coming off at number 4, we have Bailey's husband is brought into the hospital. A shocking and emotional moment happens when Bailey's husband, Tucker, is brought into the hospital after a car accident.
The answer is my wife.
Okay.
You need to answer.
Okay, we're gonna answer your phone. Dr. Stevens, answer his phone for him.
It's me, Izzy.
All right, let's get him.
No, I don't. I don't have Bailey's husband's phone. What do you? I think I know if I had Bailey's husband's phone, George.
Watch his arm, watch his arm, watch his arm.
Okay.
There.
What's Bailey's husband's name?
Let's go watch the wall.
Let's go.
This happens while Bailey is in labor with their son, which makes the situation even more intense.
I am having your baby here, mister.
The accident left Tucker in critical condition, and Derek had to operate on him. Bailey's emotions runs high, as she really wanted her husband to be by her side while giving birth to their baby. At the end, Tucker's surgery was successful, and she gave birth to a baby boy. At number 3, we have Derek shames Meredith. After the iconic return of Addison at the end of the Season 1, Derek's relationship with Meredith became fractured as he had to choose between the two women. Ultimately, he chose to try and save his marriage, leaving Meredith heartbroken after she told him to pick her instead.
So pick me.
Choose me. Love me.
As a result, she resorted to having a bit of fun in order to try and get over him. He didn't really approve and said some hurtful and spiteful verbal abuse,
No, it's fine. I'm glad I know about him and the vet. You really get around.
which neither Meredith nor the audience took very kindly.
Who's next? Alex? Because I hear he likes to sleep around. You two have that in common.
You don't get to call me a whore.
And at number 2, we have Denny Dies. Denny Duquette's death is one of the most heartbreaking moments of the show. After a long battle with heart problems, Denny finally gets a heart transplant, which Izzy Stevens, his love interest, fought so hard to secure.
What are you doing?
I'm stopping his heart, George.
However, despite everything looking hopeful, Denny tragically dies from a blood clot soon after the surgery. Izzy is left devastated, as she had risked her career and broken rules to help him survive. His death not only crushes Izzy, but also impacts everyone at the hospital, making it one of the saddest and most emotional losses on the show. Finally, at number 1, we have Dylan Young explodes. Grey's Anatomy Season 2 features one of the most intense and shocking moments when Dylan Young, a bomb squad leader, tragically dies. After a patient arrives at the hospital with a live bomb inside his chest cavity, Meredith holds the bomb in place to prevent an explosion. When she finally hands it over to Dylan, everyone thinks the danger is over. However, just as Dylan walks away with the bomb, it explodes, killing him instantly. The moment is both terrifying and heartbreaking, leaving a lasting impact on Meredith and the hospital staff. And that's it for the top 8 craziest things that happened during Grey's Anatomy Season 2. This season was packed with jaw-dropping moments that kept us all on the edge of our seats. These intense events not only shape the characters, but also set the stage for the drama-filled seasons to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on which Season 2 moment shocked you the most.